welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Becky. My family and I just moved to Arkansas into our 1994 single-wide mobile home that we're customizing to fit our family of 7. A few weeks ago, we actually ripped out the bar and the pony wall between the living room and the kitchen to make it a more open concept, but today we're rearranging the living room to make it feel more cozy and more cottage-like. So we've been in our mobile home for about a month already. I really can't believe how fast the time has gone. The way we had the living room set up kind of felt like a hallway. We just had everything against the walls, and it was nice, and made the area feel really big, but it also kind of felt like a runway. So I wanted to rearrange it to kind of feel like it hugs you. Does that make sense? And if you're wondering, I'm still loving my vacuum. The cord really does not bother me, and it works really, really well on my floor. So this baby girl's name is Callie. She was actually my birthday present a few weeks ago. We got her from the local rescue shelter. She's 3 years old, and she's a little quirky, but she's super sweet. This is what I've come up with. The bookshelf is still here, and then my table that I got in my thrift haul last week. I have this 2-tiered tray. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with it yet. I've never had one, so maybe I need some tips, guys. Then I've got this chair here. I don't really care for this chair. It sticks out really far. Probably about a good 18 inches. So I would like to get a new chair soon, but we're on a really, really, really tight budget. So something's gonna have to come along for free or at the thrift store for that to happen. I'm gonna hang this picture underneath this one to cover up that bump on the wall. All that's the same. Tommy made me a blanket ladder, so it's gotta be stained. Then the couch is here. Hey, Callie. So the couch is here. I like the idea, but it sticks out really far, especially with this chair being here. There's not that much walk space. But I like the idea of making a more cozy living room. Then I'm really, really happy with how this wall looks. This wall is where it will stay. I'm really, really happy there. Now behind this, that is actually our butcher block counter for the kitchen when we do the remodel. So that's exciting, but it's got to stay there because in a small house, there's no storage. So you just got to kind of put stuff where you can. So y'all are going to have to ignore that for a couple of months. So then my record players is real life, so there is stuff. I wish my house could look staged all the time, but this is real life. So I've got my teacher bag, our DVDs, and my records. Real life, dusty DVD player. But I'm really, really happy with how this corner looks. I like the chair here, the picture. I've got to, Tommy made me these window shelves. They still need to be stained, so I'm waiting on those, but I love them. So I've still got to decorate the top of this one. But other than that, I love this side. I love it. But what I would like to see happen with the rest, I would like to get a love seat to put here and put the couch here and then put this chair over here. Or I would like to get a sectional to put here and then this chair over here. But I like the idea, the concept a lot better. It just looks cozier. Yes, it does make the room look smaller, but cozier. And to me, coziness is more important than having a big, wide, open space. So that's the other shelf. I love it. I can't wait to stain it. And And then I cannot wait to see what it looks like in here once we shiplap all the walls and redo a thicker trim. It's gonna be beautiful, so y'all stick around to see that. Okay, now that I am finished with the living room, I'm actually going to do some meal prepping. I'm going to do 3 make-ahead breakfast casseroles. So we will have them for the rest of the week. Today is actually Monday, so we'll have them for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'll do like eggs and toast, and then Saturday we'll do a big breakfast of waffles. But I want to have these breakfast casseroles so that I won't have to make breakfast in the mornings. So yeah, I'm just gonna make them. They're gonna be unbaked, and then I'm gonna put them in the refrigerator so that way in the mornings I can just pop them in the oven. So the first breakfast I'm making is not actually a casserole, it's baked oatmeal. This was my first time making it, so I was a little nervous about the amount of ingredients. It seemed like a lot, but I just trusted the process and followed the recipe, and it actually turned out really good. The day that I'm doing this voiceover is actually Wednesday, and we ate it this morning, and it was really good. So I'm going to link these recipes into the description box. They are from Homesteading Family, and she has a whole printable, and it was really helpful. So yeah, here I am following the ingredients. This was obviously the first time that I had opened this baking powder. I don't do a lot of baking. I don't know why. It usually turns out good. I seem to do a lot in my videos, but in real life I really don't bake that much. But I may after this because these turned out so good. So this recipe actually called for 9 cups of old-fashioned oats. Luckily, I had 2 containers because I just was adding, and this bowl was filling up, and I was panicking on the inside a little bit. But like I said, I was just trusting the process, and I can't believe it. When I added it to the pan, it all fit. I really didn't think it would. This was a very filling recipe, so I gave the kids a pretty big portion this morning, and they were not able to finish it, but they all said it was really good. So this actually made 2 breakfasts out of this one recipe, so remember that when you're making it. I'm not sure what happened to the footage of me pouring this into the pan, but that would be the next step, and then I put it in the refrigerator, and then the next morning I pulled it out and baked it at 350 in a cold oven for an hour, and it was fantastic. But I'm so sorry that footage has somehow disappeared. I've got to get my storage under control. The next casserole I have made before, it's a French toast casserole. It is really, really good. It's like a family favorite. It actually tastes like dessert. It calls for a whole loaf of bread to be quartered, and I didn't think it was all going to fit in this pan, but it did. So apparently my eyes were much smaller than these recipes were this day, because I just had zero faith in these recipes' ability to fit in the pans. So the next step after you pour the mixture onto the bread is the same as the other, as the baked oatmeal, and you just cover it, put it in the refrigerator, and then the next day or a few days down the road, these keep in the refrigerator for a few days. So you would pull it out, take the covering off, put it in a cold oven, bake it at 350 for 45 minutes to an hour, until you can poke the middle with a toothpick and it comes out clean and you're good to go. I also washed the boys' sheets this day. Like I said in a previous cleaning video, I do this about once a week on a good week. Not gonna lie, sometimes it can go further between, but on a good week, I'm gonna do this once a week. I am actually expecting our first visitors here in a little over a week, so I'm super excited to have our first visitors. So I'm actually going to be posting every day this week. I'm going to start a series, and it's going to be 7 days of deep speed cleaning before company comes. So look forward to that. Look forward to a video every day for the next 7 days after today. Okay, so I need some help from any fellow YouTubers that watch my channel, if you do. Do you see when someone walks past my camera, you can see the camera shakes? Did you see that? That's just actually somebody has walked past my camera. I actually record on my iPhone, and the boys got me a tripod for my birthday a few weeks ago, and I really like it. It's got a microphone, and I really like the height. However, when someone, I guess it's since it also does it whenever the cat rubs up against it, but I think any tripod would do that. That's just what happened there. Callie rubbed up against the tripod. I was telling the boys right there, please get the cat. But anyway, even if just someone walks past the tripod, it shakes, or if I move the chairs, it shakes. I don't know if that's because we live in a mobile home, so it is off of the ground. So I need some tips on that. If anyone of my viewers, or if you know of a YouTuber that has said something about stabilizing a tripod, I could use some help. The spray cleaner that I'm using in this video is actually just the purple lavender scented Fabuloso and water. So these little Pioneer Woman tins are actually temporarily on top of the microwave. I'm going to hang them shortly where I was just showing you on the wall behind the microwave. So that's all I have for you today until tomorrow, when I will be starting these 7 days of deep speed cleaning before company comes. I hope you're able to join me in the cleaning. If not, I will be creating a playlist strictly for that so you can watch it later. Remember that God made you on purpose and for a purpose, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!